at you cause I'm so soon. I can't make no mistakes, cause there is just no room. Guess I was made like crutches, strong enough to hold you, strong enough to carry, but I can't think for you. I can give no input, only what I put in. Tired when I can't be, tired of my foot in, but I care for you. I want better for you, I can only hope that you want better also, cause we in this cycle.
Hello, everyone. I hope that you are having an amazing evening, night, on where this video finds you. As you all know, we are facing a government shutdown, and Congress started to return to Washington on today, um, facing a familiar precedent with their back against the wall as the clock ticks down on renewing the funding for several key government agencies before the Friday deadline. If everything doesn't go well and they don't fix the spending bill, then we'll go through a government shutdown. What does a government shutdown mean for you? Everybody that is waiting for your tax refund checks or are doing your taxes right now, that could be affected. Anybody that's in the military or are receiving military benefits, that will be affected. Anybody who receives WIC, that will be affected. If it lasts a month or more, anybody that has SNAP, that will be affected. Any business that you have to take care of at the Social Security office that can't be done online, that will be affected. You will get your Social Security benefit checks, but any other personal business that will be affected. Um, this is not the very first time that we faced crisis of a government shutdown, but it is to the fact that they're taking a slow time coming back into session. The Senate hasn't returned, and I don't think they plan on returning until tomorrow evening or Wednesday evening. One of those. Um, it's just sad that they'll only have 2 to 3 days to discuss this spending bill and try to get everything in place before Friday in order to not have to go through a government shutdown. Now, the IRS did release a statement that said that they have stuff in place. But as you know, the IRS is still not running at full capacity because they didn't have enough to hire all their employees back. So even with them running at I think they're running at like 72%, a government shutdown will cripple them quite a bit, even if they only had like 15% of their staff. Of course, your tax checks could be 3 to 4 weeks, and even possibly even later than that. Um, Getting your taxes um, processed will take quite some time, as everybody will not be at work, and stuff will not be running as smoothly. I'm putting this video out there to kind of let you know what's going on, not to scare you. We're gonna keep ourselves prayed up that the government gets everything together and that we don't see a government shutdown comes March the 1st, which is Friday. It's always a stressful time when we can't get our government to do their jobs, to serve the government, the people that we put in office and in place to serve on these tasks. Um, just want to do a quick video about the government shutdown and letting you know certain things. Um, Also, I know that President Biden said he's going to step in and do something where he's going to be trying to get stuff in place. Um, but just know that there are several different departments that will be affected by the Friday night shutdown, including the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, the Transportation Department, the Veterans Administration. 1 week later, on March the 8th, funding for the remaining 8 government agencies will expire if Congress fails to act. Now, they do still have time to reach a last minute compromise, but for the moment, there is no clear plan for how to pass the government funding bill as House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer remain at an impasse over how to proceed. Despite ongoing talks between the two, on Monday, Schumer took to the Senate floor to call on House Republicans to work with the Senate Democrats to prevent the partial government shutdown. Government funding, Schumer said, is just one of many things Congress must finish work on in the coming weeks. And he said that the margin of error to complete these items is razor thin. The Senate gravels back into session with a lot of Congress must be must do, but with little time to act. In less than 1 week, the federal government will begin to shut down unless both sides work together to extend the funding, Schumer said. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on Monday urged Congress to keep the government fully open, arguing that lawmakers have the means and just enough time this week to make serious headway on annual appropriations before the deadline. Okay, so that was what was said. Um, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna get it done. I am hoping that both sides will sit down and actually work together and get this done. I know this is an election year and everybody's wanting to do whatever's gonna make their side win the election. But I think when we're talking about people losing benefits, people losing their jobs, our government not running at its best, police officers will then lose um their jobs, stuff like that. All that stuff will be affected. So I think when we're talking about the bigger picture of that, then they should step aside their policies and make a bill just for the people. Um, if you don't like the job, get out. But I'm just letting you know, I will keep you posted. I'm praying that we all stay covered in this time. I hope that you all are living blessed and happy and wealthy in your health, in your finances, in your everyday lives, your mental health, your health, and in your as well as your bank accounts. Remember that this is a time to preserve your assets. Okay, assets are anything of value, so preserve them. People who don't have enough will probably struggle more this year, and so in this time of struggling, I need you to stay fast, stay diligent, stay on top of it. But what God has for you is for you, and stay prayed up. And so I hope you have a wonderful night, um, a happy rest of your evening, and a glorious morning. I hope that you all will be happy and blessed, and I hope that you'll come back again. Until next time, I hope you all be blessed just like me, and good night.